Hey fam, welcome back to another timeout session. Prophetess Sabrina Marie. It's a reason why the Lord will destroy this place. If you have a heart, if you see what happens every day, some of the stories that's on the news, it's just so sick and so twisted and so terrible. Makes you wonder how a person with a soul can do the things that some of these people do. Because guess what? Some of them don't have a soul. Some of you, children of God, you are playing with fire with people who do not have a soul. You are surrounding yourselves around family members. Some of them don't have a soul. Papa God is drawing a line in the sand. He's separating his sheep from the wolves. And what you're seeing right now in this time is a bunch of soulless creatures walking around. And when you have a bunch of soulless creatures walking around, they can do any and everything at a blink of an eye. You can look at that person as your family if you want to. What comes to mind is any of these movies that you see where, these people turn into zombies. Somebody gets bit, right? That person who got bit, they are no longer that person's family member, right? They still walking around, but when night falls, they change, right? And so while you're watching the movie, you're like, oh, they better be careful. So-and-so just got bit. He got bit by the zombie. That means he's going to turn. But there's always that person that's saying, oh, no. Even though they've seen what happens to the other people who turn to zombies. And what happens? They always turn on you. They always turn on the one who has not been bitten, right? So they go around and sometimes it's the person's mother. Sometimes it's the person's father. Sometimes it's their sister, their brother, and sometimes it's their spouse. And they're waiting. And for some reason, every time they just don't see it coming. We're watching, but they never see it coming that this person, it is going to happen the same way it happened to everybody else. They're going to turn to the zombie and they're going to bite whoever's around, whether you are their family member or not, or friend or whatever. Family, God is warning. He's warning you. You better get out of this. This been my road dog since forever. This been my friend since forever. This is my blood. Because if you don't get out of that, you're going to get bit by the zombie. You're going to have two choices. When you see that person turning into that zombie, that soulless creature, you have two choices. You can let them bite you so you can turn, or you can walk away, try to get away. Oh, I'm sorry. Third, you can try to cast the demon out of them. But let's be honest. If it's a soulless creature and God then took his hands off people, you can't do nothing with that demon. You better walk away. You better walk away. You better run. Not even walk. You better run. People of God, fam. God was showing me this. Some of you are trapped. And you're waiting. You're waiting for someone to turn from being soulless. You're waiting for them to turn from being that zombie. Guess what? They're not. And they're going to wait until they hear bite, and that spirit in them is going to bite you. That spirit in them is going to try to destroy you, just like the zombies on the movie. You better get out your mind that that's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your friend, your cousin. And you better run. You better be like Peter, save yourself. Some of you ain't going to be able to save yourself. You're going to be like Lot's wife. She was too busy turning around. And guess what? God got mad at her because she was so worried about other people that God had already completely said, no, I'm destroying you. He got mad at Lot's wife because she felt so bad for them that she could not even appreciate that God was about to bless her and take her up. He said, you know what? If you don't understand why I'm doing it, you're not even worthy. You're not even worthy then. And turned her to a pillar of salt. Some of you going to get left behind because you so busy worrying about other people. So is it worth you going to hell too? How are you going to benefit them then? You won't be able to. Hey, y'all. More of this story. Don't turn to a zombie trying to save one. Till next time. Love you, fam.